Alrighty, hello. I have to do my usual housekeeping and just make sure that that is actually working and that I am actually live. I'm not just randomly talking to myself and my dog, who is by my feet. And he's so close to me that I can't actually move because I'll get his fur in my wheels. So let me just make sure that this is all working. Okay, perfect. Okay. So we are live. Okay. Hello and a big welcome to you today. My name is Yasminvorajee and you are in Magnetic Messaging Strategies for Coaches and Experts. Now, you may not know this. You may not know this, but every week I actually do these live trainings. So I just come in and normally do about 15-20 minutes and give you something that is going to really help you in your business, right? And specifically around your messaging. Basically, I want to make life much easier for you. I want you to be able to attract clients. I want you to be able to do the work you love and get well paid and do this in a few hours a day. If you're familiar with my story, you'll know that Tiny Time Big Results is all about how to run that profitable business in 20 hours a week or less. I have about 3 to 4 hours a day in my business when the kids are at school. And so it's like really concentrated time. And I've always had this, like I've never had full-time hours for my business. My eldest was 15 months old when I started and he's now 13, which I cannot believe. Hello, Lorraine. How are you, lovely? I miss seeing you. So if you're watching this live or as a replay, then say hello in the comments. I always love to hear from you. So for me, when you've got a limited amount of time, or you just don't want to work, you don't want to work long hours, then it's really important that we think about what is actually going to help you to attract those amazing clients and really grow your business, build your business. We don't always want to be, and let me know in the comments if you feel like this, that you don't always want to be in that, like, I've got to get clients, right? You want to get to a point where that client attraction is just ongoing, right? It's sustainable. You know what to do. You're literally cranking the machine and it works and you're getting clients, okay? What you don't want is like, oh my God, I got to get clients. And it feels like you never get out of first gear. It always feels like as if you're in that, it's kind of like a feast or famine, or it's like that first like real push, and then you think, oh my God, am I always going to be here? No, what we want to do is we want to really create a business system for you that makes it really easy for you to be able to like have recurring income, have people coming into your world every month and like buying from you. And there's certain things that allow you to do that. So when I talk about Tiny Time Big Results, and when I think about kind of the work that I do with my clients, the kind of 3 things that I'm focusing in on is very much around magnetic messaging, because that is massive. Like how you talk about what you do is huge, right? The second thing is very much around leveraged offers. So where you are not exchanging your time, but you're exchanging your value, okay? And it's so interesting because I was just chatting with somebody yesterday about this, and she was saying that somebody had given her advice where she had created these packages, and then this person had said to her, no, you should charge hourly. And like immediately my kind of like antennae went up, and I was like, you know me, I have an opinion about these things. I have an opinion about most things. So I was like, okay, I think what my recommendation would be, go with the packages, right? This was for this particular person. I said, when you charge hourly, you're now like getting into that mindset of like where that person is like, clicking the L button at the calculator going, oh, how many hours did you do? Oh no, don't only do 2 hours, right? This is not the place where you want to be. As a coach, as an expert, you're the one who has the ability. And let's put it this way, something that takes you an hour to do might take your dreamy client 10 hours to do. But if you're charging by the hour and you're like, oh, this is so easy for me, then you're doing yourself a massive disservice, right? So I'm just going off on a tangent. I haven't even talked about the 3 things that means that your message needs an upgrade. Stick with me, right? So you've got magnetic messaging, You've got leveraged offers, so offers that make it really easy for you to do the work you love and get well paid. And then powerful automation. Like, I love using automation. I love creating infrastructure in my business, my online business, that allows me to have like a secret army of technology and systems that do all of this stuff for me, and I set it up and then I let it run by itself, right? It gives me a great buzz because I know that as a solopreneur, for me, I physically can't be being all manual about everything in the business, so I need automation. So they're the three things that you absolutely need. If you want to have a successful tiny time business, you want to make sure that you've got magnetic messaging, leveraged offers, and you're using automation, you're using systems, you're using technology. Now, I'm not talking about like going like mad, crazy, incredibly sophisticated and paying an arm and a leg. No, that's not the way I do it at all, right? So today, what I want to talk about is the 3 signs that your message probably needs an upgrade, okay? So let me know in the chat, and whether you're watching this live or as a replay, do you feel like your message needs an upgrade? Do you think that your message needs like an up level? Like, you need to turn up the dial on your messaging? How do you feel about it right now? Let me know in the comments. Okay, just making sure that this is all working. That's great. Okay, let me know, right? Because here's the thing. I have got 3 reasons. There's probably a lot more, but for the purpose of this training, I wanted to just give you 3 reasons why you may be feeling like your messaging needs an upgrade, and in fact, why your message might need an upgrade. Okay, so first of all, very, very, I suppose it's like the one that kind of like screams at me is you're not getting the level 10 clients that you want. If you're not attracting the level 10 clients that you really dream of and you desire, and your level 10 client is that person who is like, oh my God, I would love to work with this person. Like, this is the epitome of my ideal client. If you're not attracting her, then your message needs an upgrade. It's as simple as that. Because your level 10 client is looking for you to talk to her in a very specific way. And if you're not doing that, if maybe you're still stuck talking to level 5 or level 3 or even level 7, level 10 is not hearing this. I talk a lot more about level 10 clients and things like that in Message Mastery in my program. But this is really important. I want you just to like really get it into your head, right? You have a version in your mind of your dream client, the person who is absolutely right for you, and you love working with them, and you just get so excited, and you look forward to your calls. You know that person. Maybe you've worked with them. It doesn't have to be paid. You could have been working with somebody for free, but you just love their energy. They were open, they were receptive, they were willing to be coached, right? You know that. You know that feeling of when you kind of go, oh my God, I love my clients, right? And so, like, Lorraine was one of mine, and I love working with Lorraine. She's so amazing. So what you want to be thinking about is, am I actually talking to my level 10 client right now? Because if you're not, right, this is where we need to upgrade the messaging so that it reaches her ears, okay? Because otherwise what's happening is you are talking to everybody else and it's not landing for her, right? If you are looking to attract that particular type of a client that is like your dream client, they're going to pay your prices. You're like, okay, I've got something for 1,500, I've got something for 3,000, and I want to attract that person, then it's so important that your messaging reflects that. It's a bit like law of attraction, if you know what I mean, right? Well, I'm going to explain it. Because law of attraction is all about like what you put out is what you're getting back, right? So when you're thinking about your messaging, it's like, what are you putting out there and what are you getting back? Look at it as a mirror and think, okay, maybe I'm not. Maybe my messaging isn't hitting the mark because I'm not getting the right clients. Maybe you are getting some clients, but they're not your ideal clients. And it's really about thinking about, well, what am I putting out there and what am I getting back? Okay, so that's the first thing, right? The second thing to really think about if you are, like wondering if your messaging needs an upgrade, is, are you getting any engagement? Are you getting people connecting with you? Are you getting people responding to you? Are they engaging with you? Now, engagement can always be a funny one, right? Because, you know, people say, oh, nobody comments on my posts, or nobody likes my posts, etc., right? And that's normal because there are a lot of lurkers out there. My mother-in-law is a lurker, and she'll be lurking around and stuff, but you'd never know. My mom is a lurker, but you'd never know. So there are always going to be people who are lurking, but you want to get some kind of feedback. Like, are people connecting with what you're saying? Are they really getting a sense of what it is that you're doing? Like, I've kind of lost my train of my thought because I saw Lorraine's message. Love message mastery and refer to it all the time. Oh, thank you so much. You've made my day, Lorraine. All right. If people are not responding to your messaging, if they're like literally they're just kind of going, right, okay, that means that your message badly needs an upgrade because we really want to elevate it. I want your message to be just like, pooh, oh my God, this is amazing. It's like when I talk about what I do and people go, oh my God, I really love that. And because people love the idea of a 20-hour week business, they love the idea that, oh my God, like I was literally doing a message mastery call last night. And I said, what I want to do is I want to help you to really upgrade your messaging, right? So that you can magnetize those dreamy clients, amplify your impact. And I want to help you do that in like a short amount of time. And she was like, yeah, please, 100%. I'm in, you know, like, let's do this. So you really want to be able to engage them. And engagement, and I'm not like saying like go and look at the vanity metrics or anything like that with, you know, like likes and comments and all that kind of stuff. But what you will find, and I find this in my business, is like there'll be certain things that you put out there and then there'll be nothing back, or even your emails that you're sending out, and then there'll be other things that people were like, oh, I want that, I want that, I want that, I want that. And then you go, oh, right, okay, now it's hitting the mark, right? So it's all testing. Like, don't be afraid of doing the testing. That's a really important part of business. It's so funny. I can tell you a little story before I tell you the number 3, right? So my daughter, she's 10. And she loves arts and crafts. She loves making things. So we've actually created a little company for her so that she can start her own business. And her middle name is Maeve. So her company is called Maeve Makes because she loves to make chocolate. She loves to make books. She loves to, you know, she loves to make lots of different things. And she's 10, so we want to give her a bit of, you know, like space. So we're creating a journal at the moment, and we're going to get it published and all that kind of good stuff. So there we were last night, and she was like, so how much do I charge for this? And I was like, okay, what we really want to do is we want to get a sense of like what people will pay for and all this kind of stuff. But what's really important is that when she's, oh my God, my brain is like mush today. Why was I telling you that story? There was a real reason why I had to tell you that story. Oh my God, it's gone out of my head. Low engagement, low response. I think it was around the pricing. I think that's what it was. Because she was like, I'm going to charge like a lot for it. And I said, yeah, but people might not engage in that. They might not respond to that because it's a blank journal. It's a lovely journal, but it's a blank journal. There's no content in it. It's a low content book. But it was so interesting because she was kind of like going, oh, okay. I said, you need to see what people are responding to. And this is what we're looking for, is that level of engagement where people kind of go, I really like this. And also you can measure engagement by the fact that people stay in your world. Like, you know, they stay on your email list. You'll see the people who are unsubscribing. And you're going to go, okay, that's fair enough that they're gone and maybe they'll come back. Maybe they won't, right? But if you are not attracting those level 10 clients, if you are not getting any engagement, like literally nothing, then you want to like, that really is an opportunity to mix it up and start talking about something else, right? Which actually leads me to my 3rd point, which is, right? And this is a big one. You ready for it? This is a really important sign to upgrade your messaging, because if you don't love your message, if there's no spark within you, right? What's going to happen is, again, what you put out is coming back to you. Are you excited about your message? Do you kind of go like, oh my God, this is so amazing. This is like the best thing ever. Or are you a bit meh about your messaging? Okay, because if you don't have the spark, if you don't have the excitement. So I've been playing around with message mastery over the last few weeks really, because there was something that wasn't quite sitting right for me. And so I was like, okay, and I'm very open to being in a lab for my business, right? Because I'm like, okay, what can I do? What's going to help me to really feel aligned to my messaging, to my offer, all that kind of good stuff. And what I've actually done is I've actually changed the focus of what we're doing in Message Mastery. Because for me, it is about upgrading your messaging, right? It is about looking at what are you doing on your website? What are you doing in your webinars? What are you doing with your content? How, are you looking for speaking engagements? How are you structuring your talk? Are you creating funnels, and how are you, are you magnetizing those funnels, as in creating magnetic funnels so that people come and buy your stuff, right? So for me, I'm looking at all of those aspects and I'm thinking, okay, how do we upgrade all of that? Because a lot of people out there, you've done webinars, maybe you've done webinars, maybe you've done some speaking, maybe you've done, you do create content for social media, but you're just kind of like, this is a bit mad. Like, this is not getting me the result that I want. Like, I am ready to like really push it up. I'm really ready to like turn that dial up and really attract those level 10 clients. So these are all the signs that you need to be thinking about. And I want you to be like fully excited and fully behind the messaging. Because if you're not, your energy is going to speak volumes about it, right? People aren't going to buy. So when you're wondering, okay, maybe my messaging does need an upgrade, these are the things to be looking out for. I'm sure there's probably other things as well, but I want you just to think about that, okay? Think about those three things. Lack of the perfect client, like the perfect fit client, lack of engagement, response, kind of like not getting the sense of like, oh, people are really engaging with this. Because you know what? It's easy to kind of go, oh, my audience doesn't listen to me, or my audience, I don't know what they want, right? Because listen, we've all done it, right? We all get cranky because we're like, oh, why is this not working? But really what we want to do is we want to be thinking about, okay, what am I putting out there? Am I excited about my messaging? Am I behind it? Am I aligned to it? Because if you're not, then that's what you're getting back, right? It literally is just like a mirror. Whatever you're putting out there is what you're getting back. It's like, when you think about the results that you're getting and you think about, it's like your internal world is reflected in your external world. So if you want things to change on the outside, you really need to work on the inside and kind of go, right, okay, am I aligned to this? If you want to know more about how Message Mastery can help you, then I want you to drop me a DM, send me a message, and I will tell you all about the program and what it can do for you, because I want to help you attract those level 10 clients so that you get out of this like feast or famine, right? You're actually, you're actually building a business. And one of the things that we do in Message Mastery is we really think about, okay, well, how are you selling your offers? Okay, because if you have something, for example, a low ticket offer, and when you do the module on funnels, then that's going to be the piece that's going to help you to sell your low ticket. If you're selling a higher ticket item, like a coaching or something like that, that's a higher price, then, the things that we talk about, like webinars and speaking and selling, content that you're creating, all of those things are going to help you to attract those clients, okay? But in order to actually do, like, I want you to look at all the things that you've done in your business from a marketing perspective, and I want you to look at it and go, okay, am I getting the results that I want? No? Okay, it's time for an upgrade. And that's what Message Mastery is all about. So if you'd like to know more, then do drop me a DM. Now, I would love to hear any questions or comments that you might have. So if you have any, then pop them in the comments below this video, and I will check in and I will make sure I come back to you. For those of you that are watching live, if you have any questions, then please feel free to ask in the comments. That's it for this week. I will see you again next week. Yeah, I will see you next week. So take care. And if you have any suggestions for topics that you'd like me to cover, then please let me know. Okay? All right. I can't see any questions coming through, so I am going to say goodbye. Bye.